Last night I begged the wise one to tell me the secret of the world. Gently, gently, he whispered, "Be quiet. The secret cannot be spoken, it is wrapped in silence." Run from what's comfortable, forget safety, live where you fear to live, destroy your reputation, be notorious. I have tried prudent planning long enough. From now on, I'll be mad. Silence is an ocean, speech is a river. Under all speech that is good for anything, there lies a silence that is better. I am so close, I may look distant, so completely mixed with you, I may look separate. So out in the open, I appear hidden, so silent because I am constantly talking with you. The most painful thing is losing yourself in the process of loving someone too much and forgetting that you are special too. Silence is the sea and speech is like the river. The sea is seeking you. Don't seek the river. Don't turn your head away from the signs offered by the sea. Keep silence because the world of silence is a vast fullness. Where there is rain, there is hope for a treasure. 7 stages of trauma bonding. First, love bombing. Second, trust and dependency. Third, criticism. Fourth, manipulation and gaslighting. Fifth, resignation and giving up. Sixth, loss of self. Seventh, addiction to the cycle. Trauma bonding can make you terrified of losing your abuser. Just keep in mind that you will also be losing the gaslighting, the sleepless nights, the knots in your stomach while they were ignoring you, the feeling of being blamed, and the stress of holding on to something that always felt like it was slipping away. What hurts you blesses you. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. When you combine ignorance and leverage, you get some pretty interesting results. Tell your problems to God, not in social media. I don't care if people don't like me. I wasn't put on this earth to entertain anyone. No matter how badly someone treats you, never drop down to their level. Remain calm, stay strong, and walk away. Life is too short to argue with stupid people. Fake people gossip about everyone else. Real people mind their own business. Never argue with a liar. You can't win because they believe their own lies. Never argue with an idiot. They will drag you down to their level and beat you with experience. In the end, people will judge you anyway. So don't live your life impressing others. Live your life impressing yourself. The hardest walk is walking alone, but it's also the walk that makes you the strongest. A stone is broken by the last stroke of hammer. This doesn't mean that the first stroke is useless. Success is the result of continuous and persistent efforts. Education doesn't mean getting a certificate. It means enhancing yourself. Education cannot be conferred, whether in school or out. Learning is a do-it-yourself proposition. The great aim of education is not knowledge but action. You must get an education, you must go to school, and you must learn to protect yourself. And you must learn to protect yourself with the pen and not the gun. The purpose of education is to free the student from the tyranny of the present. The value of a prototype is in the education it gives you, not in the code itself. Upon the subject of education, I can only say that I view it as the most important subject which we as a people may be engaged in. Education without values, as useful as it is, seems rather to make man a more clever devil. Instead of creating expectations of what should or should not be happening, cooperate with the form that this moment takes. Bring a yes to the isness because it's pointless to argue if it already is. A greater intelligence is available to you when you no longer reject, deny, or don't want what is. The first recognition of beauty was one of the most significant events in the evolution of human consciousness. Seeing beauty in a flower could awaken humans, however briefly, to the beauty that is an essential part of their own innermost being, their true nature. Beyond the beauty of external forms, there is more here, something that cannot be named, something ineffable, some deep, inner, holy sense. Whenever and wherever there is beauty, this inner essence shines through somehow. It only reveals itself to you when you are present. If there isn't an emanation of love and joy, complete presence and openness toward all beings, then it is not enlightenment. The sun never sets, it is only an appearance due to the observer's limited perspective. And yet, what a sublime illusion it is. A thing is not proved just because no one has ever questioned it. What has never been gone into impartially has never been properly gone into. Hence, skepticism is the first step toward truth. It must be applied generally because it is the touchstone. We all have a sense of level. It may not be based on class exactly anymore, but we still have a sense of what we are entitled to. People pick partners who are nearly their equal in looks. The pretty marry the pretty, the ugly, to the detriment of the breed. For contrary to the common opinion, it is the wealthy who are greedy of wealth, while the populace are to be gained by talking to them about liberty, their unknown God, and so much are they enchanted by the words liberty, freedom, and such like that the voice can go to the poor, rob them of what little they have, dismiss them with a hearty kick, and win their hearts and their votes forever, if only they will assure them that the treatment which they have received is called liberty. Whoever will cultivate their own mind will find full employment. Every virtue doesn't only require great care in the planting, but as much daily solicitude in cherishing as exotic fruits and flowers. The vices and passions which I am afraid are the natural product of the soil, demand perpetual weeding. Add to this the search after knowledge, and the longest life is too short. Whoever is devoid of the capacity to wonder, whoever remains unmoved, whoever cannot contemplate or know the deep shudder of the soul in enchantment, might just as well be dead, for he has already closed his eyes upon life. I was enchanted by the escape into that meticulous world that seemed real yet not. Well, it seemed not real but very detailed and meticulous, bizarre. It is in our genes to understand the universe if we can, to keep trying even if we cannot, and to be enchanted by the act of learning all the way. The notion of this universe, its heavens, hells, and everything within it as a great dream dreamed by a single being in which all the dream characters are dreaming too, has in India enchanted and shaped the entire civilization. To believe in fairies is to step into an enchanted space where the rational mind meets the irrational heart and all things become possible. I myself have never been enchanted by the dream of the white wedding, and heaven help us, the expectation that this exquisitely catered event should be the happiest moment of one's life. Be clearly aware of the stars and infinity on high, then life seems almost enchanted after all. That's why I don't encourage the fairy tales. I don't want to set her up to believe in making these dreams come true nonsense. A dreamer I walked and chanted, and nothing held me back. Let yourself be enchanted in small ways. You can be the moon and still be jealous of the stars. Shoot for the moon, even if you miss it, you will land among the stars. You cannot look up at the night sky on the planet Earth and not wonder what it is like to be up there amongst the stars. And I always look up at the moon and see it as the single most romantic place within the cosmos. There is something enchanted about the night, all those heavenly bodies, shooting stars, the crescent moon, celestial phenomena. All of your faces are equally important and beautiful. The moon falls every day just for the sun to rise up. Maybe that's celestial love. The thing I like about astronomy is being outside at night and seeing the stars in a dark sky. It makes you feel small. Astronomy compels the soul to look upwards and leads us from this world to another. Mediocrity is the best drug for enslaving the people. The purpose of artificial intelligence is to re-engineer the human mind. Work becomes an ordeal when coordinators are biased and very ordinary. Headlines in a way are what mislead you because bad news is a headline and gradual improvement is not. Headlines in a way are what mislead you because bad news is a headline and gradual improvement is not. To avoid starting your day negatively, avoid news in any form in the morning. The urge to prove others often put us on the wrong track. Good time starts when we are convinced of the end of bad time. There is no reason and no way that a human mind can keep up with an artificial intelligence machine by 2035. Artificial intelligence is creating a mind, hopefully as pure a mind as possible for a computer. Artificial intelligence is about replacing human decision making with more sophisticated technologies. The purpose of artificial intelligence is to re-engineer the human mind. AI is likely to be either the best or worst thing to happen to humanity. Machine intelligence is the last invention that humanity will ever need to make. The potential benefits of artificial intelligence are huge, so are the dangers. In the long term, artificial intelligence and automation are going to be taking over so much of what gives humans a feeling of purpose. Mediocrity is excellent in the eyes of mediocre people. The difference between mediocrity and excellence is often a matter of effort. The difference between excellence and mediocrity is commitment. Mediocrity is excellence to the mediocre. Artificial intelligence is one of the most profound things we are working on as humanity. It is more profound than fire or electricity. I imagine a world in which AI is going to make us work more productively, live longer, and have cleaner energy. To the mediocre, mediocrity is a form of happiness. To the mediocre, mediocrity appears great. Nobody rises above mediocrity unless they use the brains of other people. Some people are born mediocre, some people achieve mediocrity, and some people have mediocrity thrust upon them. Being mediocre and average should scare you a lot more than people thinking you are different or weird. The difference between mediocrity and excellence is often a matter of effort. The price of excellence is discipline. The cost of mediocrity is disappointment. In the end, people will judge you anyway. So don't live your life impressing others. Live your life impressing yourself. Did you know 99% of swans only have one partner for their whole life, and if their partner dies, they could pass away from broken heart. However, about 1% have been observed to move on and find new mates. Just be like swan, as it separates water from milk and only get the milk. We have to learn how to get what is good and what is bad and try to take only good things for our life. Who may be called a Paramhansa, he who like a swan can take the milk from a mixture of milk and water, leaving aside the water. He who like an ant can take the sugar from a mixture of sugar and sand, leaving aside the sand. Sugar and sand may be mixed together, but the ant rejects the sand and goes off with the sugar grain. So pious men lift the good from the bad. May your blessings be countless like grains of sand. I'll run against the grain till the day I drop. To see a world in a grain of sand and heaven in a wildflower, hold infinity in the palm of your hand and eternity in an hour. A single grain of rice can tip the scale. One man may be the difference between victory and defeat. There are more atoms in a single grain of sand than grains of sand on earth. I have a lot of beliefs and I live by none of them. Life's not just about being alive, but being well. Yes, it is going to be hard, but hard is not impossible. I am so close, I may look distant, so completely mixed with you, I may look separate. So out in the open, I appear hidden, so silent because I am constantly talking with you. Don't give up, the beginning is always the hardest. Never give up, trying to do what you really want to do. Where there is love and inspiration, you cannot go wrong. Don't ask yourself what the world needs. Ask yourself what makes you come alive and then go do it, because what the world needs is people who have come alive. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. Go where you feel most alive. Keep going. Everything you need will come to you at the perfect time. Some of the best advice you will ever get will come from your gut instinct. There is a purpose for everyone you meet. Some people come into your life to test you, some to teach you, some to use you, and some to bring out the very best in you. Believe in your infinite potential. Your only limitations are those you set upon yourself. Growth is when you realize that not every situation deserves your response or even your full attention. Appreciate where you are in your journey, even if it's not where you want to be. Every season serves a purpose. Consult not your fears, but your hopes and your dreams. Think not about your frustrations, but about your unfulfilled potential. Concern yourself not with what you tried and failed in, but with what it is still possible for you to do. In this world, there are two tragedies. One is not getting what one wants, and the other is getting it. The last is much the worst. One of the greatest tragedies in life is to watch potential die untapped. The world is incomprehensible. We won't ever understand it. We won't ever unravel its secrets. Thus, we must treat the world as it is, a sheer mystery. We are the world, we are the people, and we deserve better not because we are worth it, because no worth can be put on the incalculable, on the infinite, on life. ऑनरेबल व्यूअर्स, अगर आप मेरे चैनल को ग्रोथ देना चाहते हैं तो आप इस नीचे दिए गए सुपर थैंक्स बटन को क्लिक करके मेरे चैनल की मदद कर सकते हैं। शुक्रिया।